Hey, you are praise the Most High. We do all my lows. I still get superior still in around sports. Today we got Still Kane. We're playing right now. Still Kane versus Santa Fe Christian. Let me add that up in there. I know we got it going. Let me get it going. Let me get it going. It's up on Instagram. Hang in there. That's all. Don't even trip.
Pick up the ball in time, and Berg catches it for the score.
It's cut inside the defender, was kind of standing around trying to figure out where the ball's going, and Berg knew where it was. And Berg with kind of an easy catch for the score. That's too bad for Steel Canyon. They did an outstanding job on that drive defensively. But it took a big play to score. Now Santa Fe Christian up by 13.
Steel Canyon has time and left in this half, and I think it's going to be very important for them to find a way to get some kind of points on the board before the end of this first half.
Well, they've still got 2:20 to work with and 3 timeouts in their pocket. And they have been successful offensively. But the offense hasn't been on the field too much here tonight so far. And the kickoff taken at the 15-yard line. Looking to go right up the middle. There's a big gap right there. And sprinting right through it is Henton. And Henton all the way down to the 42-yard line of Santa Fe Christian. Wow. But kickoff returns have been exciting here tonight.
Yeah, Jacob Hinton showing some real speed and getting past those coverage defenders, and that's exactly what the Cougars were looking for, is to get a chance to come in, get good field position and a chance to score before the end of the half.
44-yard kickoff return by Hinton. And Steel Canyon with great field position at the 41-yard line of Santa Fe Christian with 2:13 to play and all 3 timeouts at their disposal. Saha empties the backfield. 3-man rush. People yelling for holding. Pass complete and just crushed at the 28. And they're going to call that a catch. And a great job holding on to that one before he got rocked. We're going to call it incomplete.
Brady Berg really came up and made a big hit, and he knew the ball hit the ground. The officials did agree for an incomplete. That's one of the big hits of the night.
No kidding about it. He put some stank on that one. As the fans here at Santa Fe Christian were looking for holding, offensive holding. But if all fall incomplete, bringing up 2nd down and 10 for Saha and the Cougars. 3 receivers top of the screen at the 41-yard line of Santa Fe Christian. Yarkos in motion. 3-man rush. Saha going deep, has a man complete. No, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. Saha threw a dart right in the hands of his receiver between coverage. That's Diarcos, I believe it was. Nope.
Was that right? Not sure who that was. Trying to catch the uniform number. It looks like it's Zakarian.
Yeah, it looks like Zakarian.
Zakarian out there playing offense. Well, a lot of these guys are surprising us going from defense to offense.
Wow, and that was a ball that was thrown perfectly. Zakarian's going to be hitting himself for that one.
Yeah, Tyree Zakarian he was open, and the ball was there. I think he just turned a little bit too soon rather than secure the catch. He looked up to the end zone, and the ball fell incomplete.
And the ball, the timeout on the field, 1:57 left to go until halftime. No, that was a big play.
What you want?
Gone asunder for this Steel Canyon football team.
Yeah, what's your name?
We'll see what kind of
videos on my YouTube channel, Snoop Love, and
he threw that in coverage too. There were 2 defenders
on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, but the Instagram, the YouTube, kind of probably like the best view.
Apologize enough to his quarterback. And that brings up 3rd and 10. And again, empty the backfield with 5 receivers. 3-man rush for Santa Fe Christian. Wide open in the flat. And I'll tell you right now that Josiah Stocker did not want any part of that football. as he saw the safety coming up. Hajar actually ready to lay the lumber. So that ball falls incomplete and brings up 4th down. Good job by the Santa Fe Christian defense.
We've seen a lot of Braden Scott tonight, and he's out there on the defensive side as well as the offensive side. Boise State commit, and you can see why Boise State was interested in his skills. He can do a lot of things.
Santa Margarita in the Division I championship game in the Southern section with a 21-7 lead over Centennial.
A rematch of a game they had earlier this season.
Montebello trailing Woodbridge 13-10 in the Division 13 game. Pacifica with a 7-0 lead over Palos Verdes. Pacifica undefeated on the season. They're at halftime. Jeff Kurtz on the call for the NFHS Network on that game. Grace leading Santa Paula 21-3 at the half. Thomas Conroy calling the Brea Olinda Beckman game. 3rd quarter score. Beckman up 14-7 over Brea Olinda. Cornerstone Christian with a 21-7 lead over Flint Ridge Prep. And this score is legit. 2nd quarter, St. Pius 10, St. Matthias Academy 52-14 against Ventura. And we're not even at halftime yet in that game. But here from Southwestern College, Steel Canyon with a 4th and 10 at the Santa Fe Christian 41. That is where they started this drive. 3 straight incomplete passes. And trailing 27-14. They got to have it here with 1:53 left to go until the break.
You can hear the Santa Fe Christian crowd right below us getting into it on this 4th down.
Saha in the gun. Sends 3 receivers to the top. Saha rolls right under pressure. He just quick kicks it. And it takes a Cougar bounce all the way down to the 10-yard line. A little bit of hand fighting going on down there between Berg and De Argos. But maybe discretion being the better part of valor, doing that quick kick puts the ball back at the 9-yard line.
I think that's a wise call there on a 4th and 10 from the 40. The last thing you want is to give this Santa Fe Christian offense a shorter field with still 1:42. Not much time run off the clock on that drive. So the quick kick puts it at the 9-yard line instead of maybe turning it over at closer to the 40.
And I agree. I think that's best to keep it back, back them up as far as you can. Get it out at halftime and start making your adjustments in the locker room.
And when you quick kick it on 4th down, there's no one back to return it. So it's just going to roll to a stop. So you get nice yardage and no return.
So $1:42 to play until halftime. Labrum sends 3 receivers tight to the near side and flexes out 1. Going to throw in the end zone. Fires out in the flat complete. And didn't get the block he wanted. And they're going to lose about a yard on that play. On that screen, that backward screen off to Braden Scott.
Noah Ramirez makes a nice open field tackle. And that's what the Eagles really, the Cougars, need to do tonight. It's because Santa Fe Christian gets the ball out so quickly to those receivers. That open field tackle keeps them at no gain. I think because the timeouts have been used, I'm not sure that Steel Canyon is going to be able to stop them enough to possibly get the ball back because they have them backed up, but the clock's running.
And I don't think Santa Fe Christian is in a big hurry with a 27-14 lead. They just want to get the ball out of here. And says he sends 2 receivers to the far side, near side, and he rolls to that side to his right. Fires downfield and a catch just inside. I don't know if he got that. Did he catch that? He did at the 42. What a job by Cruz Campbell to keep his feet in bounds on just a loft of a throw by Labrum. As Campbell continues to be the key big play receiver for the Eagles.
Now, once again, Dax Labrum gives his receiver a chance by throwing that ball where only he could catch it. And I didn't think there was any chance Cruz Campbell could keep at least 1 foot in bounds, but the official was right there on the play and said, yes, he did. So that's a big gain to get it out to the 42.
35-yard connection between Labrum and Campbell. So 49 seconds, they can get into field goal range here and extend the lead.
With Braden Scott as your kicker.
Bringing the blitz, and here they come. Throwback. And a dangerous one, but complete at the 40-yard line, but just too many white jerseys there to get much bigger than more. We've got some if that doesn't get a flag, I will be shocked. as Marcel Hill did a body slam the Santa Fe Christian player right in front of the official, and no call there.
Yeah, both players were getting after it for sure, and then one of them ended up thrown to the ground. The official let that one go. It's a championship game, TC.
Okay, and it's a wrestling match. Timeout on the field by Santa Fe Christian. 36 seconds left to go until the half. 27-14 Eagles over Steel Canyon in this Division II title game on the NFHS Network. .38 ticks of the clock left until halftime. Santa Fe Christian at their own 42-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're looking to get into field goal range to extend their 27-14 lead as Labrum empties the backfield.
Now, Steel Canyon's defensive backs are at least 20 yards backed up.
And back to throw and fires out in the flat. Completes the 49. Nice move inside and then gets leveled at the 43. Great catch by Lincoln Mundus and a big hit by Minnick for Steel Canyon.
Yeah, Gunnar Minnick was chased down that receiver and made the hit.
Back on the ball quickly. Labrum firing out in the flat, complete to Scott, and Scott goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. And he'll get about 6-7 on the play and stops the clock.
Good use of the clock, though. They still have plays they can run. And I don't know what Braden Scott, 5-yarder this year. He could probably boom one from 50 plus. So they're getting really close to his range already.
I don't think they'll mute.
But right now, they may be thinking goal line of 21 seconds left and the ball at the 36-yard line of Steel Canyon. As they break the huddle.
The referee's showing them about how much time left on the play clock. They're running the whole thing down.
They are. They're going to use all 30 seconds of that. And they keep the formation tight. 3 receivers near side, near the line of scrimmage. And Labrum, 4-man rush. Has to get outside of it. Does. Has room. He's going to run it. He is. He's going to get out of bounds. He's going to get a late hit. He's going to have to break up players.
Yeah, that's one you just have to throw the flag on because the quarterback was
and
clearly
we're still
out
moving
of
here.
bounds.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, Kerry, but they're still talking it up down here. Players not happy with each other because they got to separate the teams. And that happened on the Santa Fe Christian sideline.
Kyrie Zakarian just couldn't hold up. The quarterback, it's a tough play. He wasn't trying to hit him out of bounds, but as soon as Labrum ducked out of bounds, then Zakarian hit him. Kind of punched him in the shoulder, but it's enough. They protect the quarterback. It's a 15-yard penalty.
And it's tough on a defender when you've got all that momentum built up. You just can't stop on a dime. It's a tough thing, but it is something to protect the quarterback, and it has to be called. So that's a huge break on the personal foul for against Steel Canyon.
Well, there's no doubt they're in field goal range now.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball's down at the 19-yard line with 12 seconds. They're going to take a couple shots in the end zone here.
Yeah, from inside the 20, it does give you an opportunity to throw one in the end zone, see if you can get the touchdown instead.
Yeah. Unfortunate late hit penalty put Santa Fe Christian in an outstanding position at the 19-yard line of the Cougars. 12 seconds to play. As Labrum looking to throw, fires out in the flat, complete on the inside screen. That's to the 10-yard line. One man to beat, and it's touchdown, Santa Fe Christian. A flag down on the field, though, however. That's Cruz Campbell. And let's see what the call is, and this one may be coming back.
This may depend on where the officials saw the ball being caught. and where the blocking was taking place.
Holding against Santa Fe Christian.
If the receiver is behind the line of scrimmage, you can block while the ball's in the air. But if he's past the line of scrimmage, which I believe was the case there,
right,
you have to wait till he catches the ball to make a block, and I believe that's what got called there.
So a good-looking slip screen by Cruz Campbell.
Now you have to kick the field goal, right?
And that's okay, although you hate to have to take the 6 points off the board. But with a 27-14 lead, you can be okay with 3 points here. So it's going to be a 43-yarder for Braden Scott to end the second half of play. He's hit from 45 this season.
Got to navigate that right hash mark from 43 as well.
High snap, being able to bring it down. Scott's kick, it's got the distance. Hits the uprights and goes in. Wow. When things are going right, they're going right. So a 43-yard field goal with a little bit of help from the uprights gives Santa Fe Christian a 30-14 lead. There we go. We have a slow scoreboard here tonight.
Somehow they said that kick only took 4 seconds, so we still have a second to play.
Yeah. So Scott makes 43-yard field goal, makes it a 30-14 Santa Fe Christian lead.
How about Braden Scott tonight? 3 field goals and a touchdown reception.
They're kind of doing it all and playing good defense. So in the second left, they'll probably just squib kick this one. With all the kickoff returns that have been going on tonight, the big returns, I don't think I want to kick this one deep. This will be the last play, barring any penalty, of the first half. And they'll cook it short. Ball stays live, bounces to the 25, picked up down the sideline, trying to cut back inside, and the coverage units will have nothing to do there. And hold on. Make sure we have no issues after the play. We don't.
There's Braden Scott in on the tackle as well.
Oh, catch your breath. That's the end of the first half of play with a score Santa Fe Christian 30 and Steel Canyon 14. Folks, we'll take a short break ourselves, but we'll return for the second half of action here from Southwestern College in Chula Vista, California. It's the CIF San Diego Section Football Championships live on the NFHS Network.
The Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks, 48 years strong. Now it's time for the Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid 4x4. With an estimated driving range of around 700 miles and the muscle to tow up to 11,200 pounds. It's tough, it's fuel efficient, it's a hybrid that gets the job done. Get the Ford F-150 PowerBoost Hybrid with 0.9% APR financing and start saving at the pump. Hurry in today.
Our number one priority is protecting our players. That's why we're writing new rules for the sport and developing innovative educational tools that protect our athletes. This is player protection. This is high school football.
Get back to work. Get back to play. Get back to active. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, we get you back to you. Voted one of the best hospitals in the country, Hoag Orthopedic Institute is committed to getting you back to you as safely and quickly as possible because you've got things to do. get back to you. Hoag Orthopedic Institute.
I can achieve anything I put my mind to. I can put my future on a guaranteed path.
I can start at a community college and finish at my dream university.
I can take a smart path to a bachelor's degree.
Save money by starting at a California community college and transferring to a guaranteed saved spot at a four-year university. Learn about the associate degree for transfer and enroll today at icangotocollege.com.
We head to the second half of action here from Southwestern College. The Division II San Diego Section Championship. TC Wardell alongside Kerry Garnett. And Kerry, it has been an exhausting and high-paced, high-powered first half of action between these two teams as Santa Fe Christian has really opened it up with a 30-14 lead.
Well, both of these schools are really well represented for their crowds here tonight. We're looking over to the Steel Canyon side. You can see that side pretty well filled up. And then the Santa Fe Christian side, same thing over here. And boy, some of those plays in the first half, you really hear the crowd get into it. And they're getting their money's worth tonight. I don't know what tickets are for these games, like 10 to 20 bucks, but they are getting their money's worth because these two teams are putting on a show and making big plays. I've been very impressed by these offenses, the different looks, the different, decoys, the different challenges they're throwing up to these defenses. And Steel Canyon got a couple of big plays early, but since then it's been a combination of the Santa Fe Christian offense, but also the defense. The defense has really shut down the Cougars here in the last part of that first half.
It really has. It's been a 17 unanswered points for Santa Fe Christian. Last time Steel Canyon had the lead, it was 14-13 with at the end of the first quarter. But since then, it's been all Eagles as this offense has just gotten on track and kind of stymied the Steel Canyon defense, which has still played well, but they had lost some third down opportunities, allowing Santa Fe Christian to convert and get a new fresh set of downs.
Well, it just shows how dangerous the Santa Fe Christian offense is, because you remember back at the end of the first half there, we were saying, hey, Steel Canyon, great call to quick kick the ball down on a punt on fourth down to back them up inside their own 10-yard line. And what do? They go all the way down the field. Yeah. They actually score a touchdown that was called back with a penalty, but they still get the field goal to finish off the first half and lead by 16.
Boy, it was an exciting first half of play, and it was fast-paced. And now Steel Canyon, trailing 30-14, will get to receive the second half kickoff. And this is an important opening drive for the Cougars. As I'm not saying they have to score, but this is a drive they want to put some points on the board to make sure they stay in touch with Santa Fe Christian in the second half of play.
Yeah, Steel Canyon needs a good sustained drive to not only keep their defense off the field, but also to show that, hey, they're still in this game and not let Santa Fe Christian run away with it, which is a risk if their offense is not able to score in this possession. I think it's that big too.
It's an onside kick here, picked up at the 37, and Berg all over the return man, DeArcos. Those two have got some bad blood from the first half already, but it's going to be a decent field position for the Cougars, and they'll mark this. Well, that's actually a generous mark at the 38-yard line.
The official said you got forward progress to the 38. That's where Steel Canyon will start up. And again, really important for Steel Canyon to get something going on offense right here.
So Gavin Saha at quarterback. He empties the backfield. Mr. Arcos in motion, looking to throw, in trouble. Ball's loose on the ground. He's going to have to pick it up and takes a hit as the outside linebacker on the blitz stripped the ball from Saha's hands, and he was lucky enough to recover. But it's still going to be a loss of about 3 on the play.
I think that was Parker Downs who got in there and knocked the ball out of the hands of the quarterback. And lucky for Steel Canyon that Saha was able to retrieve it because that ball was on the ground.
And both these quarterbacks have a 3/4 or even half a release. So when you put that ball down, that's easy pickings for a defensive end or linebacker who's coming in.
The defensive end got around the outside and almost got a turnover on the first play of the second half.
So 2nd and 13 for Saha and the Cougars, and they're going to bring 4 receivers to one side. They fake the jet sweep. Looking to throw in the pocket, downfield, has a man, completed the 35-yard line, and Berg spins them down to the 27. But what a throw by Saha to Stocker. And that's the big play that Cougars needed.
Josiah Stocker got behind the defender, but what a pretty pass just over the top of the defensive back and dropped it right in there for a big gain. That's what the Cougars needed. They needed a big chunk play, and they just got one.
You bet. 33 yards on that connection to Stocker. And now at the Eagle 27-yard line. Just underway here in the second half of play from Southwestern College. Zaha, tough snap, be able to pick it up, in trouble. What's he going to do with it? He's going to just tuck and run. Probably the smartest thing to do, and down to about the 21-yard line. Made something out of what could have been a disaster. And he'll pick up about 6 on the play on the quarterback's keeper.
Yeah, heads up play by the quarterback, but man, Charlie Stover never misses a chance to take a big shot at somebody running downfield. Still a positive gain, even though looked like a disaster to begin with. Quarterback turned it into a positive yardage play.
So Saha getting his team out there a little late to the line of scrimmage. They'll send 3 receivers to the top of the screen. 2 near side, empty the backfield. The Arcos in motion. We're going to throw out to the right, wide open in the flat, complete at the 20-yard line. Just evades 1 tackler and down to close to the 15-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down. Those flats are wide open as those other receivers are slicing deep, and corners going with them, and there's plenty of green grass in the short flat area.
It's number 5, Malcolm Ballard, who caught that pass.
So first down for the Cougars. Ball's right at the 15-yard line. It's down on the draw play, running up to the right side and fights forward across the 10-yard line. Surprised the defense there.
Yeah, Abel Lopez took the quick handoff and got through the line of scrimmage before the Eagles could respond.
Pick up they'll call it 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 from just inside the 10-yard line of the Eagles. 8:53 to play.
Best drive of the night so far for Steel Canyon.
Draw play right up the gut, spins away from the defenders, and just a scrum of players about the 7-yard line being pushed forward. I don't know where they're going to mark this one. But from the far side, Judge, it looks like they're just shy of a first down.
Yeah, the officials let them go there, and they moved the pile all the way to the 6.
So it'll be third amount of yard for the Cougars at the 6-yard line of the Eagles. Great opening drive as Saha says, get to the other side of the field. That's not where you belong, Zano. Motions across. And the give right up the middle. And dancing into the end zone is Abel Lopez. Fooled the defense there. And just exactly what Steel Canyon needed. A big drive and a score to bring it to a 30-20 lead for Santa Fe Christian.
Lopez got some outstanding blocking in the middle of that line, led by Dylan Jackal, the senior, who opened up a huge hole for him to run through.
Exactly what Steel Canyon needed to open this second half of play. Trailing now by 10, and they're going to go for it to make it a 1-score game. The give right at the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go. I believe that was Dravion Lewis on the carry, and he was just swallowed up by a crew of crimson jerseys. So the 2-point conversion is no good. The score remains Santa Fe Christian 30, Steel Canyon 20 with 7:50 left to go in the third quarter. So, but that's exactly the drive that they were looking for to open the second half.
Yeah, sustained a drive really for the first time tonight to go all the way into the end zone, because they had a couple of big plays, an 80-yard play in the first half where it was the only play of the drive. This time they got first downs. They kept the ball going forward. No backwards plays, no negative plays, no penalties, all the way into the end zone. That was a beautiful drive and exactly what Steel Canyon needed to start the second half.
Yeah, 4.5-minute drive, 7 plays, capped by a 6-yard touchdown run by Abel Lopez. So Steel Canyon feeling a little bit of a sigh of relief here. They're right back into this ball game as they look to kick it away, and it's going to be a short line drive kick and a bounce out of bounds.
That's showing some tremendous respect for the Santa Fe Christian returners.
Maybe a bit too much, if you ask me. So they'll get the football at the 35-yard line.
The referee's looking over to the sideline to get the call from what the Eagles want to do.
Some Southern Section scores. Up High Desert, Barstow up 10-0 over Apple Valley of Victorville. Well, who's covering that game? South El Monte and Pioneer are even at 6 apiece in the third. Beckman and Brea Olinda tied up at 21 apiece, and Thomas Conroy on the call for the NFHS Network on that game. Gray starting to really run over Santa Paula 41-9 in third. Now Santa Fe Christian here from Southwestern College with a 30-20 lead takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Their first possession of the second half. Actually give 2 fake options, and they're going to throw this one just out of bounds as Labrum had nowhere to go with that ball. That was a slow developing play with 2 play fakes, and they gave the defense plenty of time to put pressure on Labrum.
And that was number 53 chasing the quarterback, Minnick. We called his name many times tonight. Quarterback just had to get rid of play second down. Just get rid of it and play second down.
So the Cougar defense looking for a stop here, trailing by 10 and scoring on their opening drive of the second half rather. As Labrum sends 2 receivers to the near side. Tight end set up at the top. Play action rolling to his right again. Labrum in trouble. Just launches it out of bounds again.
That's pretty far away from a receiver.
Yeah.
I guess the officials are going to allow it.
I may say he was outside the tackle box when he threw it, but I would agree with you, Kerry. The receiver was about 15 yards downfield.
The receiver was running a go pattern, and he threw an out pattern, but I guess maybe they just give him the benefit of the doubt there that they misread each other.
Yeah, I don't think Steel Canyon's coaching staff would agree with that, but that's exactly what's going to happen on the field. No flag. And that brings up 3rd and 10. And this would be huge for get careful there. Steel Canyon to get a stop here and get this football back.
Cougars are putting some real pressure right now on defense. See if they can turn it up one more time on 3rd down.
Yeah, they're forced into 2 incomplete passes on the first 2 plays of this drive. So Labrum will send 2 receivers to the short side of the field. A lot of room on the wide side here, and safety's tight. Going to throw it over to the side, and that one, not intercepted, but broken up at the 40-yard line. And that's not only great pressure, but great defensive effort in the secondary to make that pass breakup, and that's 3 and out for Santa Fe Christian.
Yeah, they brought the house. They blitzed 3 on that play, and it just so happens they came from the side of the field that the Eagles were trying to go to, and the pass goes incomplete. That's an outstanding job of defense by Steel Canyon.
So Santa Fe Christian goes 3 and out on their first drive of the second half. Can't answer the touchdown by the Cougars. Now the Cougars get another opportunity. Scottman to kick this one away. A fair catch called for at the 29-yard line, and the Cougars got a chance to tighten this one up even more as they trail by 10 with 7:29 left to go in this third quarter.
See if they can put together 2 straight drives and really tighten this game up as they cut the lead from 16 down to 10.
And the defense coming through now, getting the football back.
3 and out. That was impressive right there.
3 incomplete passes by Labrum. Now it's Saha's turn at quarterback for the Cougars, and 3 receivers to the near side. He flexes another one that way. And in trouble, Saha gets out of it. Well, no, he didn't, because he ran right into another defender, and he'll lose 2 yards on the play, and that'll be logged as a sack and loss of 3. Not the way you want to start that drive.
Yeah, Robin and Zudro has 10 sacks this year, and he may just get a credit for another half a sack right there. That's an incredible number. 10 sacks for the season.
Santa Fe Christian with 54 on the year, now 55. That's an insane number. 3 receivers set to the near side, close together. Tight end to the right. 3-man front. Saw how to throw. Has time. Fires over the middle. Complete. I know, I don't know if they're going to call that a horse collar or not by Berg, but no flag on the play as he just dropped Stalker after a big grab for about 8 yards. Ooh.
Stalker held on somehow because that was a heavy hit, and he did drag him down maybe from the back of the jersey, but sometimes you will get that horse collar call on the play like that. It looked rough, and Stalker held on to the ball.
Got a great catch by Stalker, makes it 3rd and 1.5.
And he's going to go off the field now because he felt that one.
Yeah,
so Stalker leaves the field.
Don't blame him there. That one looked like that one hurt a little bit. The new player into the slot to the bottom of the screen. Blitz looking from the middle, and they're going to bring 5. They bring 6. They pick it up. Over the middle, stays with the football. Oh, almost came up with a phenomenal catch was DeArcos. Pass was just a little off. DeArcos nearly pulling in off the bobble. That's going to fall incomplete. So now 4th and about 1.5 for Steel Canyon. The ball's at their own 38. And I don't think they're going to take chances here, and they're going to punt this one away.
Yeah, applying the defense there, Sawyer Anderson, is senior strong safety, broke that pass up.
So both defenses forcing 3 and outs in the last 2 possessions. As the Cougars will have to punt it away back to the Eagles. No pressure on it. Low liner. Picked up on the slide to the 37-yard line by Berg, and that is where Santa Fe Christian will get the football. And the lost opportunity for Steel Canyon on that after the defense gave him the football back.
Deciding not to go for a 4th and short.
Yeah.
And they had gone for it earlier in the first half. At that time, they decided to give their defense a chance to make another stop.
Tough call. And you're deep in you're back in your own territory, and what if you don't get that first down?
Well, they really only gained about 20 yards of field difference here, maybe 25.
So ball at the 36-yard line of Santa Fe Christian. Labrum on the give off to the right side, spins back to the left, and just carries the defender with him for about 14 yards. That was a great job of cutting back in the field with Brody Stewart, as he ran out of room on the right side and saw some daylight to the left and picks up 14 yards.
Really strong run by Stewart, and Marcel Hill jumped on for a ride and pulled him down, or he might have gotten a lot more.
So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line of the Eagles. Steel Canyon's defense looking strong in this 3rd quarter, but they've been spending an awful lot of time on the field. 5:06 remaining. As Labrum looking to throw, fires out to the flat, complete. Jumps the receiver. Oh, look out to the 30-yard line. Sprint to the end zone. Can he stop him? No, they can't. And there he goes. Chase Woolley with his 2nd touchdown of the night, as the defender was slapping at him instead of trying to tackle him. And Woolley goes 49 yards for the score for Santa Fe Christian.
Chase Woolley making that catch, a short pass play, but then just turns it upfield. When he made that first defender miss, he owned the sideline, and it was no stopping him. Gets all the way into the end zone.
He able to cut down the angle from the defender, outran him. The defender, all they can do is slap at him, hoping to get a piece of his jersey. And with the extra point attempt up, and it is good. And Santa Fe Christian extends their lead 37-20 with 4:55 left to go in this 3rd quarter.
That's that quick strike offense by the Eagles that we hadn't seen since the first half. But with 4:55 to go in the 3rd quarter, they extend that lead to 17. So 3-score game now.
Santa Fe Christian, I watched this offensive scheme, and I look, my gosh, I look back and all the years Santa Fe Christian ran that vaunted wing T offense, and they threw maybe 3 passes a season.
Yeah.
And tonight they have had numerous touchdown passes. Dax Labrum, who's done a tremendous job, just a junior, and we're going to hear a lot more about Dax in the coming over the offseason and next year.
He's got the quarterback frame, right? It's 6'3". And he does a great job